welcome to DBL. All right, so former President Trump, he made an appearance. I know a lot of you are bringing it up, so we're going to talk about it. He made an appearance at a high-stakes appeals court hearing, and a three-judge panel heard arguments from Trump's legal team that he is immune from criminal prosecution for the actions he took while president. Now, this is a really big deal because if this appeals court finds he is immune, special counsel Jack Smith's case accusing him of election interference could potentially go away. And what about the precedents? So to help us all break this down, we are joined by our good friend and veteran trial attorney, Mark Eiglarsh.
Oh, yes.
Mark, happy New Year. Good to see you, buddy.
Thank goodness you are here. We needed you today.
Mark, with the
Wonderful
good hair.
to be here.
Thank
you.
Great hair today, buddy. Good hair day.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Let's start with the best arguments both sides are making, because I don't understand one of them. What was the best argument that Trump should be immune from anything he does while he was a sitting president? What's the best argument you would give, or they're giving?
All right, here we go. Let's make it clear. I haven't been paid and I don't represent him, but I'll look like it.
Okay.
He was working in his official capacity as president. He was trying to ensure election integrity. And when you're working as an official capacity as president, you enjoy immunity. He should not be prosecuted.
Oh, interesting. Okay, what about the other side? What was their best argument that Trump should not be immune?
He was not acting in his capacity. Are you kidding me?
What a lawyer.
He was a candidate.
That's right.
He was a candidate. He wasn't the president. And you don't have wide latitude to commit felonies to undermine a fair election when you are a candidate who happens to be a sitting president.
Ow! Mark, I'm sensing a new TikTok or YouTube channel where you play two different attorneys. Oh my God, that's a
Throw on a little
mustache and get both sides.
I was really thinking that as he was doing that, because
he's a great actor.
You just broke it down in two sentences, and both, like, it was impartial what both sides are saying. I was listening to this earlier today, Mark, and I heard the word paradoxical, and I was like, I'm going to check out right now. I don't know what that means. So that's why I said I'm so glad you're here. And you know, my big thing whenever we're talking about cases is people are so into the cult of Trump that I'm always about precedent. Where are we going to be 15, 20, 25 years from now? So is there any precedent to this, to what we're dealing with today?
There is and there isn't. All right, so Richard Nixon had to be pardoned because while he was president, he then committed certain acts involving the burglary of Watergate that weren't within his capacity as president. He had to be, set free from those criminal acts because they were. Now, moving forward, even one of the justices wondered, if we cut Trump loose on this, are we essentially saying that a president could hypothetically hire their Navy SEALs to execute their political rivals and then they just enjoy immunity? Hell no. That's not how the law works. So there are limitations, and they're considering very carefully precedent, not just with Trump, but what would happen for future presidents.
So, Mark, will this work for Trump? Will it not work for Trump? How do you think these judges will ultimately rule?
Well, I'm glad you're asking, Jeff, because I think Trump's chances, candidly, legally, are about the same as yours finally making it into the NBA.
Hey, I got a great jump shot.
Saying there's a chance.
It is still theoretically possible because of that jump shot, but it's not very likely. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
By the way, who wouldn't watch the NBA if Jeff was in it? People would be like, "Who's this dude on the Knicks?"
Yeah, maybe.
There's other things.
I'm with Mark. All right, so we got to switch gears here, Mark, and talk about another case against Trump. So yesterday, Fulton County DA Fani Willis was accused of having romantic relations with the special prosecutor in the case. What do you think of these allegations? And if, let's say, they are true, is this a conflict of interest?
Okay, so first, all they've done is say unnamed sources claim that they're having a romantic relationship. Good luck proving it. But let's say that they are having a relationship. Does that then mean that the charges get thrown out? I don't think so. In the court of public opinion, it might show some type of conflict to certain people who want to believe this is a political witch hunt. The reality is, prosecutors still allege that criminal acts were committed, regardless of who a prosecutor might be having an affair with. The question is, can they prove the elements? Each and every element of every crime alleged. That's the only issue here. So no, I don't think that has much merit at all.
I appreciate that. I'm really curious about your take on something Trump said yesterday, that these cases against him are going to cause, quote, bedlam. First of all, it's not 1920, so we're not, bedlam is an old word. But is that where you think we're headed, to bedlam with hooliganism around?
Yes, puppycosh or whatever the hell they used to say.
Malarkey.
Yeah. So
That's
the
fine.
answer is
I know.
yes.
Gotta be fair.
Unfortunately, we saw what happened during the last election.
Right.
Criminal charges, fortunately, being brought by people who couldn't contain themselves. What happens in the future hinges largely on whether Trump fuels the fires. If he says, all right, you know what, finally, everything's okay, then that may have an impact. But if it continues to pour gas on the fire, claiming he was framed like the Mona Lisa by 4 different prosecutors, and the election is rigged, then you're damn right. We're going to unfortunately see more civil and criminal unrest.
Okay, you just said it right there. Civil and criminal unrest. That worries me, considering January 6th. I mean, it was just the 2-year anniversary the other day. Do you think there will be a civil war?
Civil war? I mean, I don't know what it was. You know, I think that there will be definitely disturbance. I think what's helped is that prosecutors did go after
Agreed.
plenty of people from January 6th. They're even going after the president. They're trying to say there are repercussions should you go outside the confines of the law. That's going to help. But there's always nut jobs out there. There's always people who want to go crazy over things, and certain networks fuel the fire.
Wow. All right. Well, Mark, we appreciate you as always keeping it real. Thanks for joining us. For more info on Mark and his law firm, go to speaktomark.com. I'll be waiting for your new YouTube channel with
Yes.
Mark 1, Mark 2.
Yeah, maybe double jeopardy. Something like double?
Yes.
Double?
I like it.
Right? No one
Yeah.
likes it. Okay.
Yeah. No, me neither. All right. Thank you, guys. Love you.